With a week to go to Christmas Day, the Townies were all freaking, as word went out across the air. This is the mayor speaking. A winter storm watch is declared. Stay home beside your heaters. We could be struck with 10 or even 15 centimetres. The schools are shut, the airport's shut, downtown is shut down mostly, but Ryan and Eddie got our backs. They're watching this one closely. The regiment is all deployed with standby generators for all the towny Tims, and Mary Brown's got extra taters. Bingo night is cancelling all the bingo halls, they say, but you can always get your bingo fix in a hall out around the bay. The service clubs are all shut down, no need to wonder why. No one wants to risk it, except the optimists, eh, boy? Now, far be it from me to question public sentiment, but it seems that our good winter sense is mostly gone and went. The bayman shrugs and yawns and says, a bit of snow, I suppose. The townie writes his will and screeches, this is it, I knows. All the TV stations got a meteorologist. They proudly show the highs and lows, impressing all of us. They use his fancy weather maps to tell us we will freeze, frightens us with weather bombs and polar vortices. But even if we ever got a proper dump of snow, not the usual bit of slop, but say 3 feet or so, we'd still be trying to drive to work from CBS to town, cursing on the high roads crowd and calling them right down. Sliding on our blony skins, snow tires in the shed, 'cause we put off changing over trying to save a bit of tread. Forgot to buy a scraper and beat up the Visa card, scraping 3-inch hole in 2-inch windshield ice so hard. But the boys are at O'Brien's, and Fred's is open too. The crowd at Pal are flying, sure they got the power crew. But nothing else is on the go as far as I can see. Song circles called off at the Crow's Nest, and that's what poisons me. 'Cause I was headed down for that until the word came through, to tell a few and hear a few, and have a cold one too. But there's no joy down at the nest to pour my beer to quaff, but I dare say Arthur Barrett got the steps all shoveled off. I see Hassan from Syria come striding through the storm, in parka, mitts, and skidoo boots. He knows how to keep warm. He sees me running down Long's Hill in sneakers and jean jacket. My feet are froze, I'm turning blue, I just can barely hack it. He watches cars go sliding by with summer tires screaming, distracted drivers on their phones, all California dreaming. He says, do you need help, my friend? As I bibber and turn blue. I'll call an ambulance. You must be new here, too. Now, I have heard it said that when a miller flaps her wings down in the jungles of Brazil, it causes many things, like barometric pressure drops and hurricanes and that. I suppose that miller used to blow the bullet off the track. But I wonder if that miller ever thinks of what she causes in the brain of TV weather guy, as on his map he draws his highs and lows, and then he shows us why we should be worried, and if we don't get a blizzard, then we'll be severely flurried. He got his half an hour on the evening news, I suppose, but then the news is mostly weather too, and later on, you knows, we get to hear it all again before we hit the sack. We know tomorrow evening, just like clockwork, he'll be back. But I'm not the type to panic. No, I wouldn't go that far. But my bottled water stash could fill the Muskrat Reservoir. And if that mega project turns out to be a bummer, the batteries in my basement sure will get me through the summer. And if number 3 goes down again this year in Holyrood, I'll do my best to cut back on my usage like you would. And if it's dark and hell again, I know that I'll be fine, but sometimes a man must be a man, and so I'll draw the line. I got a great big sweater, and I know that I won't freeze, with the thermostat turned right down low to 25 degrees, but I'll rant and roar on open line and stand up for my rights, if I can't get online, and run 10,000 Christmas lights.